This is the best opportunity that the Ravens and Lamar Jackson have to win the Super Bowl. There are no more excuses for Lamar Jackson not being able to win it all this year in Baltimore. Look, the AFC is a cakewalk for the Ravens at this point. The Dolphins just lost Monday night to the Tennessee Titans. You are one game ahead of everybody for the first seed. Kansas City, they're down and out right now. Their offense, it stinks. And there's nobody else in the AFC that has as good as a roster as what the Baltimore Ravens have. This is the most complete team in this conference. You got plenty of weapons at wide receiver. And that's been the biggest excuse that we've had for Lamar Jackson not being able to get it done. He's never had the same level of talent at wide receiver that guys like Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow have had. He has that now in Zay Flowers, OBJ, who's started to come on late. You still got Rashad Bateman. Isaiah Likely has made a couple of big plays. He had a really good game Sunday against the Rams. You got a great group of running backs, a great offensive line. You got arguably the best defense statistically in the NFL. There's no more room for Lamar Jackson to not be able to get out of this conference this year. You don't have to go through any big-name quarterbacks too much to get it done. Maybe a Josh Allen or a Joe Burrow. Well, you don't got to worry about Joe Burrow because he's injured. But you may have to see Patrick Mahomes. But with how bad Kansas City's offense has looked with their lack of talent at wide receiver, Baltimore, if they can hold on to the 1 seed, they'll easily take down Kansas City at home. Baltimore has played their best football when they've played at home this season. So Lamar and Baltimore, they can hang on to this 1 seed, which I believe that they will. I really feel strongly about their chances of making it to the Super Bowl. There is no reason why the Ravens shouldn't win the AFC this year. This is the easiest path that Lamar Jackson is ever going to have to a Super Bowl for the rest of his career. I promise you. And this may be a situation where if the Ravens don't take advantage of it this season, they may not ever get over the top. Because next season, the Chiefs are most likely going to have an improved group of wide receivers. Joe Burrow is going to be back fully healthy. Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville, they're going to be even better. Aaron Rodgers is going to be back and healthy. The Jets could be better. And so are the Dolphins. And the Buffalo Bills could bounce back. If the Ravens can't get it done now, with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills fighting for the playoff lives, probably going to have to play in the wild card round. And then outside of Josh Allen, Joe Burrow goes down. You only really got to worry about Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, and that's about it. Those are the two best quarterbacks that you're going to face in the postseason potentially. Trevor Lawrence and Jacksonville, they're too inconsistent. You're a more consistent team than them, and you're more talented. You can get after the quarterback. Lamar Jackson has been more consistent in his play than what Trevor Lawrence has been this season. Lamar Jackson, he's came up small in the playoffs before, but I'm not somebody who likes to judge teams and try to make a narrative about a player because of history. Just because Lamar Jackson hasn't played well in the playoffs before doesn't mean that's going to continue to be how he plays in the postseason for the rest of his career. He does have a playoff win. He did beat Tennessee one time in the wild card round. People seem to forget. And this is the best team that he's ever had. Better than the 2019 team that they had when he won MVP and they got upset in the divisional round by the Tennessee Titans. There's no more excuses for the Ravens and Lamar Jackson to not be able to win it all. This is the best team without any argument, any debate in the AFC right now. The Dolphins have yet to be the good team this year. The Ravens have. The Ravens have been dominant at home this season. Lamar Jackson, when he's on, he's arguably been the second or third best quarterback in the NFL, up there with Mahomes and Josh Allen. And he also takes better care of the football than Josh Allen. And with Todd Monken, that offensive coordinator, he has taken this offense to a level that the Ravens haven't seen in a very long time. There is absolutely no more excuses for Lamar Jackson if the Ravens aren't hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. If they can't even win the AFC this year, you may lose to San Francisco or Dallas or maybe Philadelphia in the Super Bowl. That's okay. But there's no reason why you shouldn't win this conference. I remember a couple of years ago when Lamar Jackson got drafted. You know what he told Deion Sanders? He told them, they're going to get a Super Bowl out of me, Believe that. And if Lamar Jackson is ever going to have the perfect opportunity to deliver on that promise, is this season. The path to the Super Bowl is pretty much golden for Baltimore. Yeah, they may have a couple of close calls here and there. They do got a really big game against the San Francisco 49ers, but I'm really confident that this team is going to make it out of the AFC. And before this season, I told you guys that the AFC was going to come down to either the Baltimore Ravens or the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow isn't coming back this season. And Jake Browning, he's looked okay. They may get into the playoffs with him, but he's not going to take them further than the wild card round. I was either going with the Ravens or the Bengals to win the AFC. I went Cincinnati, but when Joe Burrow got injured, I instantly changed it to Baltimore. I believe in Lamar Jackson. The talent that he has around him this year, there's no more excuses for why he should struggle in the playoffs, especially with how great this defense is, although they can be a little bit shaky at times. But with this pass rush, they can slow down nearly any offense. There's not a dominant team in the AFC that's better than the Ravens. They're the only dominant team in this conference right now. So if Lamar can't get it done this year and the Ravens can't win it all, I don't think they're going to have another opportunity to have an easier path than what they have this season. They need to capitalize off it.